is time for Kristen's Stupid Bit of the Week.
We are going to do a little Would You Rather, the dark side of Disney.
The dark side of Disney. And oh, there one.
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
So, former Disney employees went to Reddit and wrote about their worst experiences while they were working at Disney. I have pulled these. I am going to give you two to choose between. And you're going to have to take place of a Disney employee and decide which scenario you would rather deal with, okay?
So you're probably thinking, oh my God, they go down to Disney World every year. Why would they want to mess with that meal ticket? Because they give us nothing. We're not messing with anything. Zero.
Which is why I did this.
Yeah, and the stuff that you guys won't see and that I didn't even see on the trip. We had a great time with the families. Families wouldn't know any better, but Disney has made a whole bunch of different cuts. So a lot of things are starting to fall through the cracks. And on our trip, man, if your trip is like our trip, be prepared for a little stress.
All right, so here you go. I'm going to give you guys two scenarios. You choose which one you would rather have to deal with as a Disney employee, or as they call them, cast members.
You would rather deal with.
Yes, you would rather deal with. So, number one, and again, these are all from former Disney employees, supposed to have allegedly actually happened. Surreal as it seems, people spread ashes on rides around the parks.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a recurring problem. All right? So you have somebody that's on Space Mountain that is sitting there just whipping ashes left and right.
We had a guy on this show that used to do traffic for us who used to go down to Disney all the time with his mom. And when his mom passed away, he took the ashes and went to either Pirates of the Caribbean or It's a Small World and dumped them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right, so you either have to deal with that, or in the Magic Kingdom, a grown man strapped into a ride simply could not hold it in any longer and defecated, covering the entire ride with his own accident.
Whoa.
Pity the poor employees who had to clean it up. So, would you rather clean up somebody's dead ashes or somebody's feces?
Dead ashes all day.
Ashes for sure.
Ashes all day long.
And we all fall down.
Yeah, I do not want to touch anybody else's poop.
All right, so this is going to be about which parents would you rather deal with at Disney? One couple tied their leased child to a pole so they could ride Splash Mountain. Security had a few things to say to them when they returned.
Oh, wait a second. They tied the kid?
They tethered their child to a pole outside of Splash Mountain so they could go ride the ride.
You know what? After seeing some of those kids around Disney, I get it. I'm not even mad.
Or, you ready for this one? A couple trying to ride Space Mountain had a black duffel bag with them, and a staff member heard noises coming from it. Security demanded they open it, and there was their 6-month-old baby.
What?
So, would you rather look at Mo's face?
What?
Well, either case, you're calling Child Protective Services, right?
You think?
Apparently, it's not uncommon that parents will leave their kids, usually in strollers, alone, unattended, so they can go ride rides.
Get out of here.
Uh-huh. It's sad.
Mm-hmm. All right, so which one are you doing? The one that tethered their child to a pole, or the one that had their baby stuffed in a duffel bag?
Something about stuffing your baby in a duffel bag feels worse. Yeah, I'm going with the pole.
I'm going pole.
I think I need to know why the child was in the duffel bag before I can make a solid opinion about it.
Well, it was a 6-month-old, so they're basically just little potatoes. And I guess they were worried if it cried in a stroller, it would alert people, so they just figured keep it, sleep it in a dark duffel bag, and everything will be fine.
I mean, if you see like Child Protective Services coming, and you're the parents, and coming over to your duffel bag, if I were them, I'd go, yeah, just go ahead. Yeah, now I think about it, you should just take them.
At least the baby didn't miss anything because Space Mountain is dark for everybody.
I think duffel bags worse.
All right. So here you go. You have to deal with one of these situations at Disney. This came from allegedly real Disney employees on Reddit. An employee of Cinderella's castle reported that a family of 4 came in for dinner, and about halfway through the meal, the husband stood up, tapped his glass for attention, and announced that his wife of 15 years had been cheating on him for over a year.
At Disney.
He took the kids and left her at the table.
She got to find a new Prince Charming.
She does. And then A woman dressed as Snow White roamed belligerently drunk around the park, pretending to be the character by signing autographs and taking pictures with people. She caused a huge scene as she was being escorted out. Not a happy ending for this princess. And that's why they have a rule. You can't enter the park dressed as a character.
Oh, really?
They will turn you away.
I don't think I even knew that.
It'll interfere with the real characters. Hence, you'll have a drunk Snow White roaming belligerently. I know which one I would choose. I definitely want to be at Cinderella's castle when he stands up and taps on that glass and tells everybody his wife's been cheating on him for 15 years. I want that one.
I want that one too.
Same here.
I want it. I want it. That's a lot of views on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
The Bert Show.